Hey guys, this is Brittany PK. I am a sales director in Rupert, Idaho, and so for those of you guys that are just tuning in, we are tracking earning a car and becoming a sales director, the qualifications for that. So July was the beginning of our seminar year, and I'm pretending like I'm a brand new beauty consultant. Like I was starting from ground zero and how to go from ground zero to on-target car. This is really important to me because I feel like speed of the leader is speed of the gang, and if I'm not doing the things required to get on target car, to earn a car, become a sales director, then I can't be asking my girls to do that amount of activity either. And so this is our first month wrap up. So July was the first month of this little experiment that I'm doing, and I did a video about lead generating. And so I want to talk to you a little bit about the things that went well in July, maybe the things that didn't, and I want to be really transparent with you about my numbers because I want you guys to understand the amount of work. I think that sometimes beauty consultants get a lot of training and a lot of training and a lot of training, but they don't know how much of those things to actually do once they get out in the field. So I want to give you kind of a recap of my numbers, what I did, and the results that I got. So in July, I collected only about 50 referrals or leads in general, which is not awesome. So if you remember from my video, I said to support a DIQ unit, you need to be looking at generating anywhere between 50 and 100 leads a week. So we did about 50 in the month. So that was a little slow going. I did hold 11 appointments in July. Some of those were facials, though they were not all full parties. Some of them were facials. And so because of that, I did not see a full 30 faces. I did add one new team member. So I'm tracking I have this poster board going of starting from the beginning, senior consultant, red jacket, future director, star team builder, future director, team leader. That's the one I was forgetting, team leader. And so I, in July, would have become a senior beauty consultant. And that's really fun. For new beauty consultants, have your first team member is so much fun. So we added one personal team member, held 11 appointments. But what I want you guys to see is that holding 11 appointments. Now, if you're working like 3 parties a week, 12 full circle parties, 3 to 5 women at every single party, then 11 or 12 is enough. My problem is that a lot of mine were facials, okay? So I just want to kind of give you guys that recap. I want you guys to think about the numbers also. If I held 11 appointments and they averaged 2 hours a piece, that puts me doing right about 22 hours worth of work in the month of July of beauty consultant work, right? Now, granted, I did spend some time on the phone booking those appointments, and then as a sales director, I have this whole other layer of everything else that I do, but my beauty consultant hours were right about 20 for the month. And so I want you guys to think about that. Think about the amount of time that you would need to put into earning a car. How many of you guys work 40-hour-a-week jobs? How many of you guys have your bosses giving you a free car at that 40-hour-a-week job, right? So why do we think we could work 20 hours in a month and we should be driving a free car? Okay, so I just want to be really real with you guys. So that's what my month looked like. I'm super excited. I already have 6 appointments on my books this month to hold in this first week of August. So I'm super excited about going forward in August. So what I want to talk to you guys about is just a quick minute of training here is booking. Now we've generated all the names, we've checked facial boxes, we've made a list from our Facebook, we made a list from our cell phone, we did all the things we need to do to lead generate. Now let's talk about now booking these people. What do I need to do to book them? Now I have a training on booking that I had done previously about a year ago. I'm going to link it right here. Click on this right here. I'm going to link it right there so that you guys can just watch that training. It's fantastic. I would know because it's me, and it's about a year old. So I do want to tell you guys one little thing, because in the past year, there's a big booking thing that has come out and has become really popular. It's called 21-Day Booking Challenge. So as you guys have been in Mary Kay for a long time, or in the last year, will be familiar with this, will have heard it. I'm not going to explain what it is because there are a lot of 21-Day Booking Challenge videos already on YouTube. You can just type in 21-Day Booking Challenge and Mary Kay stuff will come up. I do want to give you a disclaimer though. I do want to say something about 21-Day Booking if you choose to do it that maybe isn't going to be super popular. So hear me out. I love 21-Day Booking Challenge because it creates consistency for new beauty consultants. If you are not sitting down on a regular basis to make booking phone calls or send out booking text messages, then you need to do 21-Day Booking Challenge. Also, the scripts, it has pre-made scripts for you, so you don't have to do anything but just read right off it, type it into your text message. It's fantastic. But in the 21-day bookings challenge, how the system works is you call and text 10 people in a day, and then you bump their name about 2 days, and then you check back in. Hey, I didn't hear back from you about being one of my winners. Want to make sure you got my text message. And then you're going to bump them 2 more days, and you're going to say, hey, I don't want you to feel like I'm bugging you, so if I don't hear back this week, I'll go ahead and pass along your facial to the next person. So you're bumping their name about 2 days apart until you've contacted them for 3 days, right? And then if you don't hear back, you're going to just bump their name a couple of months. And then you're going to pick it back up a couple months later, and you're going to say, hey, Sally, this is Brittany with Mary Kay. You were one of my facial winners from June that never received their facial, and I feel awful that you missed it. I'm so sorry I couldn't get a hold of you. I wanted to check back in. Okay, so that's like Cliff Note version of what 21-day booking challenge is. Here's the unpopular part. Stop bumping the dang names that far out. Just stop doing it. Because what is happening is you're getting a false sense of security. Like, I have all the names in the world to work with when you're working with people that did not respond. And I'm going to tell you, if a woman does not have the basic people skills or common courtesy to text you back and say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, I'm not interested, or things are just too busy, I cannot do it right now, then she is not she's not target market. She is not what you're looking for as a customer or as a team member. Because I'm going to tell you, my customers are sharp. My team members are sharp. They are women who want to do things. My team members are women who want to build full-time businesses, who love Mary Kay, who love the product. My customers are loyal because they are quality women, because they have decent social skills and people skills and time management skills enough that they can reply to a text message. Okay, I'm just going to put that out there and say it out loud, because I have these sales directors that are teaching their girls, bump the name and then try them again, and then bump the name and then try them again. Now, there are exceptions to rules. You're going to hear stories where a girl's going to say, I bumped the name, and then 3 months later I called them, and then I bumped the name, and it was 8 months before I got a hold of her, but she finally booked, and she bought everything, and she signed an agreement, and she earned a car, and now she's a sales director. It was so much fun. Okay, that happens like 1 in a million times. Could that happen? Sure. But how much time did you spend wasting calling people over and over and over again who were not interested to get that one diamond in a rough, when you could have been out lead generating, could have been out putting out more facial boxes, warm chatting, talking to people at Walmart. You could have been out doing a million different things and meeting 100 other women who were quality women, who were excited, who were going to work. Okay? That's all I'm going to say about it. Look up 21-day booking challenge. Do it. It's fantastic. But if you text or call somebody 3 times and they do not respond to you, check them off your list and just love them and let them wrinkle, okay? The other thing I'm going to tell you is that when we have that attitude, that I am too busy, that we're just sending out that affirmation, I am busy, I am booked solid, I do not need to hold on to names for 6 months at a time because everybody loves me, everyone books with me, I get referrals at every party. When you're saying these things to yourself over and over again, they become true. And things like, if a woman cancels on me, I will reschedule her. If she cancels a second time, I don't. I just say, oh my gosh, I have a packed schedule. I don't actually have any room to reschedule. I don't have enough space to be leaving spots open if they're not getting filled. And so I'm not going to be able to reschedule your appointment. Thank you so much. I wish you the best of luck. And that's all that I say. I do not have the room in my schedule to be leaving spots open if they're not getting filled. Now, when I first started saying that to women, I did have the time. I had all the time in the world to have people reschedule. But I started acting as if I was too busy. I started having that affirmation. I am too busy. I have too many appointments. I have too many women that want facials to leave spots open that are not getting filled. And the more that I said that, the truer and truer it became. And the more people wanted to book with me, the more people thought, man, she must have an awesome service. She must be doing something really cool because that girl is booked solid. Right? So sometimes I think it's an affirmation thing. You're waking up every morning and saying, I'm a booking machine. Everybody books with me. Everybody loves me. Why would anybody not book with me? Right? Okay, that's all I'm going to say. I want you guys right here. I'm going to link the video again right here. Click on my booking video and watch that. It's fantastic training, everything you need to know. I'm going to check back in on the 15th of this month and give you a recap of how things have been going with booking. But now you should be able to lead generate. You should be able to book. And I will see you guys in a couple weeks.